Hey guys, so today's video is another wig review, and this time it's the new wig from Noriko's Fall 2016 catalog, Emerson UNISEX. So based on the name, you can tell that it's actually a wig that's marketed towards both men and women. So obviously, as a female, here's how it looks like on a woman, but if you want to see how it also looks on a man, I'll just insert a picture of the guy who modeled it in their catalog. And I honestly think he works it pretty well. I think it actually looks pretty good for a masculine look as well as for a feminine look, depending on who's buying the wig and who's wearing the wig. And I actually did not expect to like this wig as much as I did, I'll be honest, just because I don't usually wear such short styles. However, the more I look at myself in this wig, the more I kind of think like, this kind of works. Like, I don't hate it on myself, and I actually think like, I just look very sophisticated, like I look like I own a company or something. Like, I feel very professional, and I feel like the next time I have a job interview, I'm definitely gonna wear this, because it just makes me look like a very professional human being. So I feel like if I wear this to a job interview, I'll get the job, like, hands down. So if you're curious about the color, this is in the color Mochaccino-R, and the R obviously means that it's rooted. So I actually have the same color, not rooted, in my Cody, and I also love it like that. But I think the roots kind of add like a more natural look to it, because a lot of dyed human hair growing out of your head would actually have roots coming in, so it just makes it look more believable and more realistic, and that's why some people often opt for the rooted versions of colors. So you can see along the root of the wig, it's actually a little bit darker than the rest of it. Whereas the rest is this slightly highlighted, medium, like golden blonde color. And I think it's a very natural looking blonde, so I think it's really a nice color. I'll give you a close-up on it. So before I go into more details about this wig, let me show you how it looks all the way around. So I actually do think this style is pretty cute, and it's a very easy style as well, because you just put it on your head, and because it's so short, there's not really much styling you have to do. You just kind of have to brush it out, and even then, like, it's so short you barely have to brush it, because it's like there's not that much to brush through. So if anything, at the very least, short styles are like the most manageable wigs you can get, because you barely have to do anything to them. On top of that, the longer of a wig you get, the more likely it is to start getting frayed at the ends more quickly. Whereas, like, let's say I have a really, really long wig like my Stevie, the ends of that frayed a lot faster than like a short, medium length wig, and then this will fray like probably a lot less compared to like a medium length wig because it's just so short. Usually when you have like a shoulder length wig or longer than that, the place it starts to fray the most is at the back of the neck, as it like rubs against your neck and on your clothes and stuff, whereas this barely even reaches past the back of my neck, so I feel like you're not really gonna have a problem with it fraying as quickly. So at the very least, shorter styles just generally last longer, in my opinion and my experience, before you have to like steam them and style them to fix like the frayed ends and stuff like that. And if you look at the texture of this hair, it's actually kind of wavy, so I think that's interesting. And I think the slight waves in it actually make it look even more realistic, because a lot of people's hair isn't pinned straight. A lot of people's hair, when it dries naturally, has a little bit of wave to it, so I think that makes this wig look that much more realistic. As far as permatease goes, I know that a lot of Noriko wigs have a lot of permatease, and I know some people don't like that. I personally don't love it myself. However, this wig doesn't seem to have that much permatease. It definitely has a little bit on this side, but it's not as much as I've had in some of my other Noriko wigs, and I think some of the poofiness of this wig will actually die down after a couple of wears, just because that's how a lot of wigs are. When you first get them, they're usually a little bit poofier just because like they've been sitting in a box and stuff and they're just so freshly styled. Whereas when you wear them a couple times, it actually starts to fall and look a little bit more natural, in my opinion. And I have a feeling that this wig will do that as well. As far as the cap goes, even though it is a unisex wig, it's actually a standard sized cap. A lot of wigs that are unisex or marketed to be unisex are actually large cap sizes because I guess generally men have larger heads, I guess. However, this is a standard sized machine tied cap. Now let me show you what the cap looks like from the inside out so you can really know what you're gonna get and what it's gonna feel like on your head. So here's the cap construction. As you can see, it's nothing really out of the unusual. It is a standard sized machine tied cap, like many Noriko wigs. So it has this on top, just a very durable wig cap on top, breathable netting around the sides, as well as adjustable straps on either side of the nape of the neck so you can adjust it tighter to fit the shape of your head. So overall, I do feel that this is a pretty versatile style. That kind of rhymed, versatile style, versatile. But I do think that it actually does look good for a feminine look as well as for a more masculine look, depending how you wear it and how you style it. And I do think it's a pretty natural look as well, and I feel like it's pretty good for like anyone my age and older, maybe not like for a younger look, but I think like 20s and up, it's perfect for like, which is basically covers everything. So it's really good for a lot of different ages depending on what look you're going for. But I also just feel like this wig is so easy because again, short wigs are just so much easier because you don't have to like do much to them, don't have to style them. So it's just such a simple style to just throw on. And again, that's the fun of having wigs, is that typically I might not try such a short style like this on myself because it's a little bit risky cutting your hair so short and like not knowing if you're gonna like it. However, since it's a wig, I can just throw it on, see this look, and like see how I like it on myself, which is so fun. Have a pixie cut for a day and then tomorrow switch back to like my long Stevie again and have long straight hair as opposed to short wavy hair, and I think that's just the beauty of wigs. So let me know in the comments below what you guys think of this wig. Let me know what you think of this color. Let me know if you usually go for shorter wigs or longer wigs. I definitely try to aim for like medium length wigs for day-to-day wear, such as the Cody and the Tatum, and longer wigs for a slightly more glamorous look, and I usually don't try pixie cuts, so it's definitely a fun new look for me to try. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit thumbs up and subscribe to see all my new wig reviews, and thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next video.